Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah, we're live. Hi, peasants.
Hi guys, Key Gaming here. That joke will never be old.
And then Scrappy dies. Good.
Scrappy was alive?
It was just a disembodied voice.
You know, Scrappy at this point is Schrodinger's host.
I mean, you guys can't prove that you're actually real.
My
I
apologies.
have photos that prove that I am real and in pain.
My apologies. My apologies. My brother had called me on the phone to ask about something, and I probably hung up far too abruptly. So, my apologies to him as well.
Was the answer no?
The answer was 88.
No.
So,
1988?
Okay. Interesting answer.
moving on.
I mean, it wasn't 42. Moving on.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Storytime with Scrappy and Friends. Here we are on our third and hopefully final session for Chapter 2 of Total Drama Equestria. I am ScrappyFan92, and with us today are Harry, Joey, Jason Streaming, and Ray Duran. So,
Is it story time with Scrappy? Is it Scrappy and friends, or is it Scrappy and a bunch of people with Stockholm Syndrome?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm locked up in Scrappy's basement right now. Send help.
I'm in the attic. I'm not allowed with the others after last time.
I'm in the living room chilling on the couch.
How'd you get in the living room?
He let me in.
Oh,
Scrappy
so
has
you're
yet
not
to find
kidnapped
me,
yet.
so
He's in the closet.
Oh my god.
Anyway, just tell me when I can go.
you
Yeah.
could have started at any time. We're just...
Yeah, you can stop playing the game whenever.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bother summarizing what happened last time because we literally recorded 2 days ago. Watch the prior episode.
Yeah.
Previously, exposition, and then some more exposition.
That's all you really need to know.
Exposition. Na, 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 na.
We left off with a confession cam by courtesy of Joe, who is just super evil, and Chris, who ended off saying, "What can I say? I'm evil." And that,
he is evil.
so yeah, that takes us right into it.
Yep.
Are we gonna have tech issues in the first
Why?
line?
No. I'm preparing myself.
Oh, okay.
There is for this nightmare.
You got a lot of what?
We got to figure out.
You gotta figure out a way to get across the river safely. But be careful. Fang has some personal issues with two certain players. Chris
Chris explained, making Scott and Alejandro a bit nervous upon seeing Fang waiting in the river.
Who's Luna?
Oh yeah, Ped was Luna.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Oh yeah, Ped and Tanner wasn't here last time, but Ped's not here. Homie had stuff to do, so...
It's
Yeah.
fine, I'll just read it in the Royal Cancelot voice.
Oh no.
Oh my god, no.
No.
Oh,
You know,
I will.
caps lock.
Alright, hold on. And then there's the fog of loyalty, which is foggy and hard to see. And former minions of mine are in there to make things difficult. Luna said as we saw familiar glowing eyes in the fog. Then after that, it's a dash to my castle where the elements are at. The first 3 teams to make it across will win invincibility, Celestia said, finishing up the instructions. The last team who fails to do so will come to Castle Canter a lot later, where Luna and I will decide who shall remain in Equestria no more.
Also, the player who messes up the most in this challenge will get the boot.
Chris remarked sternly, making the players worried. He gave an evil smirk while holding up a dirty boot.
This is the boot, to be precise. It's very dirty, and you gotta wear it all day.
Eh. B gave a devilish smirk as he glared at Scott on hearing that. Remembering too well what happened long ago when Scott cost him and his team a challenge. Okay, okay, players. Prepare yourselves for the first challenge. Celestia instructed as the players prepared themselves.
Does this mean if we lose, we gotta get rid of another player?
Owen asked his fellow team players in worry. Relax. You got everything you need right in here. Right here? Okay. Lightning said, pointing right to himself.
In our hearts?
Owen asked Lightning in surprise. No way! Lightning is gonna carry all of us. Lightning snapped to Owen in irritation. You are a loon! Eva shouted angrily at that remark, not liking Lightning. Not liking Lightning's arrogance. Okay, I know that easy. Like, we let you... I'm so done.
Scrappy, whatever you want at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we let you lead us to victory, Ezekiel agreed. Yeah, let me do the carrying, light Dirk, Joe remarked to her new team player.
Okay, team. It's about teamwork, so let's try to win this one.
Gwen said to her team, calmly. Yeah, alright. The rest of the magical unicorns cheered on wildly. Yeah, sure made it sound wild. Alright, team. You may not like me. You may not like me, or... You may not like me. You may not like me. You may not like me, but let's try to work to win this to avoid getting eliminated first. Alejandro said to the other team players who nodded, reluctantly agreeing to work with him for once. Team, we are alicorns for a reason, so let's try to win like one. He exclaimed, giving an encouraging pep or prep talk with his team. Yeah! The rest of the alicorns cheered.
Alright, get ready.
Chris said as the teams got into position.
Get set.
Oh gosh, darn it. Discord
hey.
pulled out a big bullhorn and pressed it, making a loud noise. And Luna boomed out in her royal Canterlot voice.
Oh no.
Oh, is this me?
What? For this one line, yeah, I guess it can be you.
Line.
Oh
You get to use the Royal Canterlot voice.
god. Oh great, and everyone in my house is asleep as well. Let's go.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
No, I'll do it. Go!
Teams rushed down the obstacle course. Lindsay giggled as she jumped towards one of the urchins, laughing. I want to touch it! She is just like tapping into her inner Izzy right now. The new Earth Pony landed on the urchin, but yelled as she got zapped, getting a nasty swell, a big bump on her hooves. Oof. Ouch! Okay, touching urchins, big no-no. Ha ha! Joe laughed cruelly towards Lindsay while passing by. Give up. Come on, Lindsay! Eva exclaimed as she and Brick helped Lindsay up to resume the race. The teams rushed through the obstacle course, dodging the urchins to avoid what Lindsay had gone through, though some of them still got stung. The unicorns and the ground and earth ponies reached the cliffs and climbed down them carefully.
Careful, careful.
Gwen instructed her team carefully as they began to climb down. Alejandro's team arrived and flew down to avoid the cliffs altogether. Sweet! This is awesome flying! Sam laughed as he flew near Dakota to the bottom. I know, Dakota said with a giggle, landing on the ground. Later, former team, Stacy exclaimed to the ground ponies as she and her new team left. Joe glared as she turned to Scott and Lightning, saying, "Hey boys, want to feel the villainous edge again?"
Sure do. How?
Scott asked Joe, hoping for that villainous edge again. Then help me with this, Joe ordered Scott and Lightning. The trio waited as Gwen got onto a cliff, and then they kicked at it, causing it to collapse. Gwen yelped as she began to fall. Trent yelped and quickly grabbed her by her upper hooves just in time. Scott, Lightning, and Joe laughed as they quickly headed down after the rest of their teammates.
Who's Jeff?
Might have been Ted.
Name Jeff.
Hold on. Later, broski. Why those cheat? I'm done. Why those? Gosh darn it! Why those cheaters? Jeff yelled out
He tried.
as the two new Earth ponies and one. Wait. Jeff yelled out at two new Earth ponies and one new Pegasus angrily.
Do you really want to be doing all these voices and the narration?
Oh wait, that was Raider Man. You're supposed to be doing narration.
Yeah, I was
What am I doing?
confused. I was confused why you were doing both. I thought you just wanted to take like some stuff off of him.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm done. Hang on, Gwen.
Brent exclaims, keeping his hold onto Gwen's hooves. The unicorn is panicking. Confession cam, Gwen. I'm going to die. I'm going to die now. Trent, don't let go! Oh, what am I going to do? Gwen asks Trent with a look of fear and worry on her face. Trent cringes a bit, then realizes something. He calms down enough for him to say,
Let go.
What? Are you crazy?
Look, I know I made some mistakes in the past. I know that. But please trust me. You'll be safe if you let go. Please.
Gwen looks at Trent's eyes. There appears to be hope and truth in his eyes. Will she be safe? Gwen cringes her teeth and lets go, screaming. To her surprise, Gwen didn't hit the ground, but is grabbed by both Cody and DJ, who held her while flying carefully. The unicorns look surprised.
What? There's nothing in the rulebook saying we can't help the other teams.
DJ said to Gwen with a smile. The goth unicorn nods, smiling to Trent as he jumps down the cliff safely.
Good work.
B said to his team as they and the magical unicorns reach the bottom. Yeah, thanks, Trent, Gwen said with a blush.
No problem. Let's get going.
Trent said eagerly. The teams kept on going, but yelps as more urchins are fired at them, by Chef riding in a flying platform. Harold screams as one hit him in the arm.
Oh, gosh! My arm!
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell ya, Chris said as he spoke through a megaphone while riding on Luna's back. Chef is going to do some firing. Silly me!
Chris is way too big for Luna.
You sure?
I mean, season 1 Luna after she turns back to normal.
Actually, question: is Chris human during this?
Yes, he's still human.
Chris is human.
Okay.
Chris, you jerk!
Joe exclaims. She screams as another urchin hits her on the back, making it swell up a bit. Up ahead, a manticore blocks the flying Pegasuses, making them yelp. Marcia screams. Was her name always Marcia?
No, it's Anne Maria.
Anne Maria. Oh my god. Anne Maria screams. Alejandro, however, smirks as he spoke to it.
Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice how your eyes look so amazing. And your tail. It makes you look like a movie star.
That did it. Alejandro's charm hypnotizes the manticore, making it look at him with a happy daze. Alejandro smirks as he and his team move aside. That was simple. Confession cam, Alejandro.
If only Heather had seen that one. Give me that. Oh my. Give me that. Joe, go on.
Joe scowls, seeing what happens. Justin grabs an urchin with his tail so it won't swell up. and it gives it to Joe, who quickly swats it right onto another manticore. It roars in pain as the urchin hits it in the paw, causing it to run around like mad.
That's dirty.
Brick groans at Brick groans a bit at the foul play.
That's total drama.
Scott remarks, laughing as he and his team rush past the manticore who is hurting.
Ha 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 ha.
The manticore, meanwhile, roars as it pounces towards the magical unicorns and immortal alicorns, making them yelp in alarm. Harold exclaims,
Gosh! Crazy manticore! Move! Move!
Zoe exclaims as the teams dodge the mad manticore, trying to hit the ponies with its tail.
That manticore is on the attack!
I got him! Courtney exclaims as she kicks at the manticore, making it yelp. She laughs only for the monster to roar at her, causing her mane to raise up. Ah!
We gotta figure out a way. Pardon me. We gotta figure out a way to calm it. Goodness gracious. We gotta figure out a way to calm him down.
Exclaims, using his magic to block the mad manticore's next attack.
Well, the others will beat us.
The stallion screams as an urchin hits him on the flank, making it swell up.
Holy horse feathers!
Who's Bridget?
Head?
Might have been Ped.
Probably.
Harry.
Is it... Who is Bridget?
Chill surfer girl.
Wait, look! I don't know.
Bridget exclaims, pointing to an urchin in the manticore's paw. She rushes up to the quick creature.
Whoa, Bridge, get back!
Jeff exclaims. The mayor pays him no mind, holding up a hoof to signal the manticore to stop, much to its puzzlement.
One second. It's okay, big guy. Let me help. Let me help.
Bridget said gently. The manticore hesitates and holds out the paw, showing the urchin. With her magic, she pulls it out, causing the creature to roar.
Roof.
This whole thing is just a parody of the first episode.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
is.
it kinda is.
It really
Like,
is.
that's the obstacle course.
I didn't hear the Bridget, yo.
Yeah, I didn't either. The last two teams scream in alarm. But to their surprise, Bridget is laughing as the manticore is licking her mane with its tongue.
You are such a cutie, a little kitten.
Joe, you want me Duncan?
Who's Duncan?
The juvenile delinquent.
Oh, so just my voice then.
Oh, him.
Little.
Duncan asked in disbelief upon hearing this. The manticore gratefully let Bridget go as the two teams go onward. Gwen spoke to Bridget with a smile. Nice work, Bridget.
Thanks. I am a lover of animals. It just takes an act of kindness.
Oh my god. I swear if that's actually the line.
It probably... that sounds like it probably would be.
It isn't, but
It may as... It's close enough.
it's pretty close.
Bridget said with a nod. Gwen grins as she and her team heads onward. In the woods part, every team arrives, struggling. Lashana remarks,
Man, this place is spooky.
"It's hard to see where I'm going," Tyler complains. He yelps as the Pegasus steps on an urchin. Ouch! Meanwhile, Jo smirks devilishly to her team as she says,
Trying to get Al's team out of the playing field.
the bully took out a special jar.
No.
Shut up. What is that?
Ezekiel asks Jo, puzzled.
I swiped this from that dumb Alicorn's lab. Time to make things spooky.
Joe laughs cruelly as she opens the jar, causing some nasty essence to appear and possess the trees.
Oh,
They
jeez.
roar and laugh at the other teams, making them scream in pain.
This really is
Yeah.
just episode 1. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No.
Sierra screams, holding on to Cody. Much to his discomfort, Scott, Lightning, and Joe laugh madly as they and their team heads on ahead. The rest, aka Eva, Brick, Ezekiel, Justin, and Owen, shook their heads, apparently not approving of this.
Joey, I think you are Beth.
I think that sounds alright.
What voice was I supposed to use for Beth?
Great question.
Well, the voice you used wouldn't be the voice I would use, but it was... Because if you have recently had your braces taken off and you're still trying to find out how to talk.
Oh, the one where I spoke with my tongue sticking out.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Keep them away. Keep. Actually, the worst voice I've ever done.
Beth exclaims, holding on to Brady. Confession Cam and Maria.
You know, for... Goodness gracious. New Jersey. You know, for ground ponies, some of the members are Don Cheetahs.
Confession Cam, Harold.
So, well, I thought we were in big trouble, but then something odd happens.
The trapped teams scream when something happens. To the others' confusion, Izzy was laughing while making faces at a tree and making funny noises.
Oh, I
Gwen
remember
looks
this.
confused.
Mhm.
What is that crazy pony think she's doing? Izzy, are you more crazy than usual? Run! This isn't episode 1.
What? No. What?
Okay,
It's
definitely.
episode 2.
Ah,
Ah.
Gwen exclaims frantically to Izzy.
Oh, every pony? Don't you see?
Izzy asks her friends and rival happily. The other ponies look confused as she begins to sing.
I don't
Bark
have
to
the
hear Harry
energy for
sing.
this.
No, can we skip it?
Yeah, this is just the... I don't care.
It like the whole chapter at this point is just plagiarism anyway.
when I was back in Ponyville and the sun was going down.
When I was back in
I don't
Ponyville
know
and the
the
sun
rhythm.
was going down, the darkness and the shadows... No one cares.
Yeah, they're singing this shit.
Beautifully done.
So are we skipping to the end of the song?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, I think... just skip down to laugh.
Alright.
La.
Laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha
Insert
ha
laugh
ha.
track. Soon all the scary faces disappear, causing all the trees to become unpossessed. They then all land on the ground, laughing in delight.
Duncan?
Joey.
Oh yeah, I think I just used my voice for this. Okay, for one, that song I like.
Duncan laughs a bit.
Yeah, fun.
Izzy giggles a bit.
Joey was also Noah.
Okay, back to your hooves. We got a game to deal with.
Noah said as the ponies got back up to resume the race. Confession Cam, Cameron.
I was
I'm not
scared of
playing
Izzy.
this anymore.
I was scared of Izzy, but after seeing what she did, I'm getting less scared of her. Nice work.
Confession Cam, Alejandro.
No one out cheats Alejandro. Those Earth Pony team players better watch out.
Chris laughed. He relaxed as he started to eat some popcorn. If this was all me, I'd be enjoying the show right now.
Who's Discord?
Fluctuated between myself, Joey, and Ped.
Hmm.
So it's my turn then. This is all you.
Discord paused.
Mm,
Most of it
mm.
is all you.
Celestia paused as she decided to summon a screen. Chris looked up as he asked, "What are you doing?"
Well, it's going to take about 2 hours before they get close to the challenge. Holy crap. So let's see
Hmm.
how everything is over. Let's see how everything is over at the sit-outs for a little while.
Episode 1 was the challenge. What?
There have been multiple challenges.
Alright. Celestia said as she turned on the screen. Meanwhile, back in Ponyville, Dawn was relaxing a bit as she was looking out towards a cliff and meditating. Dawn took a breath as she said, "So peaceful." Confession cam, Dawn. It was one of those days. I'm glad we don't have to worry about a challenge and whatever is going to happen along the road. Though I wonder why Chris asked most of us to sit out. He never does that. It's either an order from Celestia, or something odd is going on. We then see Mike and Nyx talking as they travel through the town.
So, about these personas you had back then.
Said Nyx.
Yes?
Mike said.
You say they were all in your head, right? No one came out at the appropriate times?
Nyx asked.
Pretty much.
Mike nodded.
Yes, it must have been easy.
Nyx muttered.
Once Mal took over, it wasn't. When I pushed that reset button, all the personas I had disappeared, okay. But deep inside, I know that somewhere there's still a little bit of the personas left.
Mike said. Confession cam, Mike.
Talking to Nyx, I felt a little, well, more relaxed. It's not easy that we can't reveal we're humans, but once you get down to it, it's really pretty easy. Wait, what?
Wait, how does that work?
Like,
We
it's
can't reveal we're
actually pretty easy.
to talk to them, I guess. So.
Hmm. I don't know.
But once you get down to it, it's really easy to talk to them. Maybe someday they'll figure it out. But for now, being a pony, it's relaxing.
A little later, Mike and Nyx entered the library as Twilight was coming over.
Nyx, there you are. Where have you been? Sorry, Mom. I was hanging with Mike.
Nyx said as she and Twilight walked over. Mike smiled as he took a deep breath, was about to leave, then did a straight double take when he saw something interesting on the top shelf. Twilight and Nyx had not noticed this, and presumably, neither did the others in the residence. Confession cam, Mike.
Okay, so I was doing fine when I saw something very interesting.
Mike looked both ways to see if anybody was watching. At the moment, nobody was. Mike quickly snatched the item up and put it in his bag before Nyx and Twilight turned around.
We're going to go to the kitchen. Do you need anything?
Twilight said.
Could I have some water?
Mike asked.
Sure.
Twilight said as she and Nyx went into the kitchen. Mike sighed in relief as he pulled out the item from his bag. This was a statue of Chris's head, with a note attached. Confession cam, Mike. Holding the statue of Chris's head.
The McLean invincibility statue. How come Chris never revealed that in the rules?
He pauses.
Maybe he and Celestia planned for it and kept it all a secret for everyone. Maybe they hid it so that someone with a keen eye could find it. Anyway, for those who don't know, the McLean invincibility statue prevents anybody from being voted out. But Celestia and Luna are choosing who goes, so how does this work? I read the note.
Mike quickly detached the note and read it in his best Chris impersonation. Hello, fellow campers.
Well,
As you may have noticed.
Mike's reading this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not that I could do a Chris voice, but
I mean,
all right, campers. Hello, fellow campers. As you may have noticed, that's right, the McLean invincibility statue is in play. Now, this statue's rules are a little different, because whoever holds this statue gets to keep invincibility through the final 20. So that means Celestia and Luna will basically ignore you until final 20 comes around.
Nick's eyes widened in interest as he kept reading.
However, notice the color of this invincibility statue. The color represents the tribe that you're from. So, that's right, member of the Flying Pegasus tribe. This is your idol. There are 4 idols in all, one for each different tribe. Only one person can play it on either you or your fellow teammate.
Mike smiled as he paused.
Wait, I'm not a... Oh, crud.
Mike kept reading.
If, however, you are not a member of the Flying Pegasus tribe, please give this statue to the nearest member of the Flying Pegasus tribe. You may not keep this for yourself.
Mike paused.
Boy, Chris knew how to... Chris sure knew how to put in some rules.
Confession cam, Mike.
How do you like that? Thought I might have gotten some safety, but... I found the freaking Flying Pegasi's invincibility.
His eyes lightened.
On the bright side, that means there's another statue for the magical unicorns and the 2 other teams. I'm assuming they hid them somewhere in the homes we're living in. So that means I knew I had to tell Dawn, so that she can tell the other alicorns, whoever she's teamed up with, to find it in Fluttershy's home. And I have to tell Zoe about it too when she gets back. But, now that I found the statue, I have to give it to the nearest Pegasus. And that just so happened to be...
Down in the basement, Heather was smiling a little bit as she was brushing her stuffed cat, sighing.
Oh, of course it's Heather.
Somehow, it just made her seem more relaxed.
Hey Mike, could you go down to the basement? I need some supplies.
Heather yelped as she heard Twilight's voice from upstairs. She quickly put the stuffed cat back in her bag and just stood and walked up. As soon as Heather reached the steps, Mike opened the door and came face to face with Heather. Heather frowned as she started to walk off.
Wait, Heather, take this.
Mike said as he put the statue in front of Heather's face. Her eyes widened as she took the statue and read the note. As Mike went downstairs, he said,
Don't tell anybody I gave this to you.
Confession cam, Mike.
I know it was a little risky, giving Heather something that can keep her safe until the final 20, but it had to be done.
Confession cam, Heather.
Alright, so I was just relaxing at that lab, not doing anything suspicious, when a guy with the former alter egos just came in and gave me this.
He holds up the McLean invincibility statue.
Basically, this is my ticket to the final 20, so I'm basically immune until then. So that means I can do whatever I want, right? Not really. I still want to get in good graces, as much as it pains me to say this, with everyone here. Now, the last time I had this in my possession, I was stupid enough to leave this behind and just let...
She groans.
Stupid Alejandro, son of a gun. Take it from my possession, when it is so clearly mine. And with a new rule Chris enforced saying, no stealing the statues, I got this. This time, this is in my possession, and I will play it when the time comes.
Heather just smiles a little as she quickly put the idol in her bag. She knew she would be going places soon enough. As Celestia and Chris watched, Celestia paused as she said,
I have to admit, I love the twist idea. The 4 invincibility statues and that. How did you manage to hide them all in their homes while they were sleeping?
Chris paused, and he had a flashback. Inside Twilight's library, everyone was sleeping as Discord entered through the window. Discord carefully tiptoed through the campers as he hid one of the invincibility statues on Twilight's shaft. Discord then went out the window as he chuckled. Back to the present day. Discord has his ways, Chris smiled.
Ooh, I guess into the good part next.
Discord smiled. Luna and Celestia turned off the screen as Celestia looked over to see that the players have made it to the next obstacle. The ground and earth ponies reach the river. Looks like they're going to make it ahead until they reach the river. Scott screams in horror as he jumps onto Eva upon seeing Fang, who snaps at him with his jaws.
Oh, that's me. No, no, no! Keep him away! Keep him away!
Scott exclaims in fear.
Me, you idiot!
Eva exclaims angrily.
Fang's in the water. What's your problem?
Except he got arms.
Scott exclaims, freaking out like mad.
So?
Ezekiel asked. The other teams are arriving, much to Joe's notice. She frowns and said quickly,
We got no time for your stupidity.
Joe quickly flies up and stomps on Fang's head, making him yelp in pain. As he drops down to feel his forehead, the other members quickly follow suit, though Ezekiel's jump makes him bounce too high and grabs Steven's other mustache half and rips it right off by accident.
Steven is like the dragon from the premiere, right?
Was he?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, he was. I forgot about that.
Ah, I forgot what his voice sounded like. Oh, arg! My other mustache half.
Steven screams in pain as Ezekiel lands on the other side, making him shake the river like mad.
Oh, the purple sea serpent.
Yeah. Ezekiel yelps as he runs off.
I can't do his voice. Oh, the pain, the humiliation. I feel terrible. So terrible.
The other teams arrive. Seeing this, Cody exclaims,
I'm sure that was an accident.
Dakota said in concern.
I'm sure he didn't mean to do that. Hey, you okay?
Cameron calls out to Steven, who is whining while Fang feels his forehead.
Oh, no. I mean, does anyone else want to take over Steven? I think I've been hogging rolls.
I actually remember what Steven sounds like, so brace yourself.
Alright, have fun.
Oh no! My poor other half of my moustache.
Steven said in sadness, liking to a dramatic queen.
And that nice unicorn fixed it years ago, too.
Trying to remember the voice. Looks like the shark is feeling bad too.
Bridget said in pity as she came over to check on Fang.
Stay away from him. Fang is a lunatic.
Alejandro said, fearing a bit. He grabbed Stacy while he and his team flew over the river.
Come!
Where was I, Noah?
Yes.
I think.
I think so.
Sorry, you have to win.
Noah apologizes to the other last two teams while they head off to go after the ground and earth ponies.
So long, suckers.
Alejandro shouted at the other teams loudly and rudely as he ran off with an evil laugh.
Oh, you depending need some help. What?
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 What does
You
that
look
even...
like you need some big help.
Zoe said to Steven with a sigh.
Your poor mustache, it looks terrible.
I know! And the shark fellow is doing bad too.
Steven said with a nod. Bridget made some ice appear. Fang whimpers as she put the ice on his forehead. The unicorn said gently.
It's okay. Here you go.
Confession Cam B.
Some of us are still skeptical over Fang, but Bridget's willing to help the poor guy. That's being generous there. I know how to fix this mess.
Zoe exclaims as she quickly put her mane in Fang's mouth.
Fang, I need you to rip this out.
Zoe, are you?
Duncan begins to say. The others gasp as Fang quickly yanks hard, pulling most of Zoe's tail.
The tail fur.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be her mane.
It was supposed to be her mane, not her tail.
Well, I mean, it doesn't
But,
have
I mean,
to
the
be.
tail makes more sense, but how do you rip off her tail with her hair in his?
Just ripping off the tail fur.
Yep,
Okay.
pulling most of Zoe's tail right off.
Whoa! Or is that Duncan saying it? Yes, Duncan. Whoa, said Duncan.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Zoe said politely as she uses her magic to take the tail right out of Fang's mouth. She got to work on getting some special stuff that sticks from nearby, like Rarity did, and sticks her former tail onto where the other half of Stephen Magnet's mustache was at.
There you go. Good as new.
Why, thank you. Thank you so much.
Stephen exclaims happily, looking at himself in a mirror.
Granted, not my old orange color, but it helps.
It fits you well, sir.
Zoe said to Stephen with a smile.
Is it alright if you help us across?
Of course, go right ahead.
Stephen exclaims, making his body appear as a bridge like he did for the main six not too long ago. The last two teams quickly jump on it to get across. Zoe, your tail, Gwen said in concern to Zoe.
Relax. It's a generous sacrifice to help a friend. Besides, it'll grow back.
Zoe said to Gwen with a smile.
So do mustaches.
Sierra remarks, making Cody shush her. Confession Cam, Gwen. So far, things are turning out fine. I know Fang will thank us later. All of the teams made it into the fog, trying to find their way out. Joe remarks,
Ugh, I hate fog. Tell me about it.
Justin said with a whine.
Looks like mist. Oh, I like mist. Mist is pretty.
Lindsay exclaims happily.
God, I really should have gotten more water before we started this. Well, of course mist is pretty, but egad is it dull.
Scott complains.
I'm gonna push that airhead off a cliff.
Joe grumbled in annoyance from Lindsay's typical airheaded remark. Confession Cam, Joe.
If I want to make it up to that mutant... If I want to make it up to that mutant shark, I could give him something to eat.
She pauses and then grins evilly.
I'm thinking of a certain Night Mary Sue that Egghead calls her daughter.
Magical unicorns, meanwhile, try to find their own way through, feeling trapped. Sadie said,
Ugh, I hate being lost. It reminds us of when we got lost on the island. I know. I don't want to cause our team to fail all over again.
Sadie said in agreement. I will go up ahead and find a path, Courtney said as she trots up ahead.
Careful, princess.
Duncan calls out to Courtney, making her groan. Confession Cam, Courtney. Ugh, it's like Total Drama Island all over again. Except it makes me want to throw them in a ditch. I should ditch them. As Courtney was looking around, she hears a voice.
I don't know who this is supposed to be.
I
Are
think it's
you
just
the most-
a disembodied voice.
Are you the most greatest player in this game?
Oh? Who wants to know? Courtney asks with a frown on her face. Who's messing with her now? Suddenly, a group of familiar minions, the Shadow Bolts, appear. The leader smiles as he said,
You must be the greatest. We are looking for someone who is best at what she does.
I guess it's Spitfire then.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, no, it's Shadow Bolts. No,
Oh.
it's not Spitfire.
It's basically Luna's hallucinogenic hair mist.
Hair.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
I completely forgot the shadow bots were even a thing.
Yeah, because they're kind of not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing a bit gray, Courtney said thoughtfully. And the truth is, I got plans to deal with the ones who could cost me this game, and I'd rather not lose again.
Good. We are looking for a player. We are the team that comes in, doing some team participation.
And then they
The
just
leader
pose
said
like
with a
the GNU
smile.
Force.
I couldn't hear that.
They just pose like the Ginyu Force.
The guy
They-
that tells the joke, the guy that says it louder.
Say the word, and we will make you the greatest and help you win.
Say, that sounds like a good offer, Courtney remarks with a smile. Maybe this could be your chance to win without going through a lot of trouble. Let me get my team and...
This offer is for you, not for them. It's you or them.
The Shadow Bolt's leader said sinisterly. Courtney looked stunned. These Pegasus-like ponies want her to abandon her team? Well, some of them have hurt her and double-crossed her before.
Choose! Courtney? Courtney! Ugh, can't do the voice.
Jeff calls out from behind Courtney through the fog and is... though the fog is making it hard for them to get to her.
What is she doing?
Zoe asks in concern. Even Gwen and Duncan are worried, wondering what their pal is doing.
Well,
The leader asks Courtney sinisterly. You... Courtney said, making the leader smirk evilly. However, she said, I mean, thank you, but no, I already got a team, so I ain't forsaken them. The Shadow Bolts frown as Courtney trots back to her team. The fog disappears along with them. The magical unicorns see her and exclaim,
hey,
Courtney, did we hear some pony with you? Gwen asked Courtney in surprise. Come on, I wouldn't leave my team hanging, Courtney said with a smile. Confession Cam, Katie and Sadie.
I don't remember what Katie sounded like. You know, for a moment, I thought Courtney was, like, totally gonna ditch us. I know, but after that, I, like, trust her again.
Confession Cam, Courtney. After that incident, I decided I'm ditching my winner and runner-up plans. I can't turn on Gwen now. I made a mistake of choosing money over friendship before. I am not going to let that happen again. The teams are coming out of the fog and see the castle across a ravine, which can be reached via a bridge. Chef fires more urchins at them as they race across the bridge and into the castle. The ground and earth ponies got in first, heading to the hosts who are waiting near the foe elements.
The ground and earth ponies are the first.
Celestia exclaims as the ground and earth ponies reach the finish line. The last three teams barely arrive.
Followed by the immortal alicorns, the flying pegasi, and the magical unicorns. Ha! Yeah!
Lightning cheers as the rest of the ground and earth ponies cheer on, much to the disappointment of the other three teams.
Wait, what?
Sucks to be you.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I lost where we were for a bit.
That's the line. That's
Yeah.
the line.
Sucks to be you.
Scott sneers to the magical unicorns.
You are lost, so one of you is saying bye-bye.
Actually, the race isn't over yet.
Luna said with a smirk, much to the notice of the teams.
Surprise? We added a surprise twist to this little game.
Discord said, twisting himself around mischievously.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Joe asked angrily in a rude tone. Chef brought in a monitor as Chris explained. We added a point system to this season. Your performance in this challenge will determine if you move up a rank or not. Watch carefully. The monitor shows the cliff area with Trent helping Gwen. Celestia smiles, saying,
Trent here displays a show of honesty in assuring Gwen that she would be safe. Therefore, the magical unicorns move up to 3rd place. Seriously?
Seriously? Trent and Gwen asked in surprise and unison as they smiled while the rest of the magical unicorns cheer. The monitor shows Bridget helping out a manticore with the sting urchin. Celestia smiles, adding,
Ah yes, Bridget is helping out the poor manticore. That is an act of kindness. Therefore, the magical unicorns move up to 2nd place. The immortal alicorns are in 3rd, and the flying pegasi are in last.
The teams cheer so far, though the flying pegasi look worried. They will be last if that's all the points to be given here. Luna now chose an image of Izzy laughing and helping the others, minus the team members of the Ground and Earth ponies, laugh. Luna comments,
Pardon me. Izzy has shown a spirit of laughter in helping her friends deal with the trees being possessed by the spirit. Henceforth, the flying pegasi move up to 3rd place.
This got the flying pegasi cheering, relieved that they won't be in last place. Okay, next image, Chris said, showing an image of Zoe giving up her tail to help Steven. Nice! Zoe giving up her tail to help Steven Magnet there. An act of generosity. Good job there. The magical unicorns cheer onward while Zoe smiles a bit. Not enough to make it into 1st place, but that counts. Celestia now shows an image of Courtney refusing the offer from the Shadow Bolts. She said,
And now, Courtney, who refused to give up her team for a chance to win. She has displayed loyalty to her team and friends.
Courtney, you're the best! Gwen exclaimed as she hugged Courtney happily.
That's Luna. Okay. Okay, so far the results are Ground and Earth ponies are in 1st place, the magical unicorns still in 2nd place, and the flying pegasi are in 3rd, and the immortal alicorns are last.
Luna said, giving out the results. For a moment, Joe shrugs a bit, thinking that her team still won.
However, now is the time for point deduction. For what?
Joe demands angrily.
Oh, let's see.
Discord said, showing certain screenshots on the monitor.
Endangering team players, injuring a manticore, stealing from a princess of Equestria, and releasing spirits into the laughter section. My, just cheating.
What about Zeke? He ripped off that sea serpent's mustache.
Protests, recalling what Ezekiel did earlier. Yes, but what he did was an accident, Chris remarks, although part of him wishes to deduct points for that. We can't deduct points for that. Anyway, Joe, Scott, and Lightning broke major rules.
Since when did you care about rules?
Joe asks Chris in disbelief.
You let Mal get away with it in Season 5.
Well, that was before I got 2 stern princesses looking over my shoulder, Chris said. He wants to let this madness slide, but Celestia and Luna wouldn't let him.
And thus, the Ground and Earth ponies are now down to last place.
Celestia said with a nod.
And thus, as decreed, the unicorns, the pegasi, and the alicorns win invincibility.
This bit of news got the three teams cheering excitedly. Ooh, tough break, Earth Ponies, Chris said to the losing team in amusement. Guess I'll be seeing you in the princess's throne room. I hate to be the one kicked out of the game right now. Joe growled in anger before she yelled.
Chris McLean, when I get my hooves on you, I'll tear you apart.
Discord smirks mischievously as he made a zipper appear on Joe's mouth and zips it. The spirit remarks,
Zip it.
This got a laugh out of almost all the players for that joke.
Nice one.
Duncan laughed.
Zoe, here's a reward for helping out Steven.
Luna said, using a spell on Zoe's tail. Her tail is grown back.
I believe a pony... pardon me. I believe a pony like you shouldn't go around tailless. Thank you so much, Princess Luna.
Zoe exclaimed happily.
We will see you Earth ponies later. Every pony can now go back home.
Celestia said with a smile. The elimination ceremony is going to be an interesting one tonight, indeed. Dawn was sitting at a table, drinking a soda when Mike came over. She says, Hey Mike, did you and Nix have a good time?
Yeah, listen, Chris is doing those invincibility statues again. Except this time there are 4, and there's one made for each certain member of a certain team.
Mike said to Dawn quietly. Really? Did you find yours?
I found one, but it belongs to the Pegasus team. Can't tell you whom I gave it to. It's a bit of a secret. Look, just make sure that you and your team find your statue at Fluttershy's cottage. I'll see if me or someone else on my team would find a statue at the Carousel Boutique.
Mission Cam, Dawn. Mike was nice enough to tell me about the statues. Of course, I will tell my other teammates. I don't know any nasty ones, since the only teams who got them are the Flying Pegasi and the Ground and Earth Ponies. They may be a problem concerning Duncan and Courtney, but that's for another time. Back at the library, Twilight, Ben, Nix, and the Dragons were fixing the place up with when the Pegasus team came back. The Earth Pony calls back.
Who's talking
Not sure
here?
who this is speaking.
Which
Who's
Earth
Ben?
pony?
I think that's Ben.
Yeah. That was you, Harry.
Yeah, I don't remember. Hey, how
Just
was
speak
it?
in your natural voice. Ben's just
Excellent.
And who is Spike?
I'm Spike.
You have a lot of roles, don't you?
Yeah.
Scrappy is the story.
No, you're the story. Like,
I'm the
Well,
never-ending
we
story.
just kind of-
what'd you say, Jason?
We're all a story, just told from different perspectives.
Yeah. Okay, I couldn't hear you, Harry.
Oh, hold on. Where are we? I just lost it.
Oh my gosh.
And
Hey, how
where's
was it?
Joe?
Hey, how was it?
On sec.
Where's... What?
Sorry, background. I forgot the mute.
And where's Joe? Not that I cared.
Spike remarks with a frown, noting that Joe is absent, and Stacy is in her place.
Well, we got a bit of good news. First off, the princess ordered her to be with the Earth Pony group from now, so Stacy's in her place.
Sam remarks with a smile.
Good.
Twilight exclaims in satisfaction. As long as that bully is out of the library, Nix is safe.
And excuse me. Also, let's say the ground ponies will be heading to Canterlot. And I have a feeling that someone from that group will be gone by the time they get back.
Alejandro said with a secret evil grin.
Why's that?
Spike asks Alejandro curiously.
No need to ask. It will make sense later on.
Heather was watching the team from hiding behind the door to the basement. She smirks while closing the door. Confession cam, Heather.
Obviously, the Earth Ponies group had lots of challenge, and if I'm lucky, the person who'll go home will be someone I can't stand, like Owen. Ugh. Still can't get his disgusting antics out of my head. Or maybe it'll be Joe. I'm the only evil girl around here. Thank you very much.
Mike's
He
team,
knows it.
I'm sorry, isn't Discord like the baddest bitch?
Mike's team returns to the magical unicorns. Since he knows that he can trust them,
Oh, goodness gracious, the guy from Canada told his team.
Isn't Ezekiel just stupid?
Huh?
I remember that Ezekiel just being really stupid.
I mean,
I
yes.
wouldn't know.
I don't know, I didn't watch the show.
Yeah, I don't know any of these characters.
I
think he's
vaguely know them.
I think he's also sexist, actually.
Oh.
He was, but I think he got over it, and then he became like Gollum.
Okay.
Alright, since he
So-
knows that he can trust them, he told his team about the statue.
Thank you.
Same old Chris, trying to use the statues as usual, Courtney said with a sigh, shaking her head a bit.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm Crush. I mean, Jeff. Cool. Maybe the statue's in here somewhere.
Jeff exclaims, eager to find something that could keep him in the game or not. First off, Rarity is here, Gwen said to her team, motioning to Rarity, who is making dinner. One of us will look for it when she isn't around. Confession cam, Trent.
It's great to win again after so long. I'd hate to be the one on the Earth Pony team to get. I would hate to be the one on the Earth Pony team to get kicked out. But I bet I know who is going. Goodness.
Confession cam, Zoe.
Mike already gave a Flying Pegasus member their statue, though he won't tell us who it is. He already told Don and us. I think he decided not to let the Ground and Earth Ponies find out.
He smirks.
Can't let those cheaters Scott, Lightning, and Joe find that statue first.
The Ground and Earth ponies came back to Sweet Apple Acres. Applejack is satisfied when they told her that Stacy is now living at the library with Joe in her place. Of course, they didn't mention anything about the challenge or what Joe did to avoid trouble, though Applejack is not happy with what she did to Nyx. The non-cheaters did some talking with each other. Lindsay says,
It's tough to say who the princesses will get rid of. I say it's Joe. Tries to kill the other teams or cheat big time.
Eva remarks with a grunt.
Yeah, the mayor's wicked, eh?
Ezekiel asks, shaking his head.
She even called me out for an accident. I think that's Joe speaking. Yeah, I might be a bully, but at least I got my own...
No,
Eva,
that might
Eva.
be Eva.
Yeah, pardon me. I may be a bully, but at least I got my own limits.
You almost freaked out when Heather stole your radio thing as well when you came back. Owen reminds Eva of her performance in the first season.
I got reasons. Joe's friggin' nuts.
Eva snaps into Owen in annoyance.
I say if we're lucky, the princesses will get rid of her. Or maybe Scott.
Brick said with a frown, recalling Scott's evil actions in Season 4. Confession cam, Brick.
Those soldiers need some discipline. They'll get what's coming to them, whether they're still here or not.
Confession cam, Lightning.
Screw this guy. Lightning is staying in. Lightning is awesome.
He's got confidence, so I'll give him that.
He's got Ellis energy.
It is now time. The Ground and Earth ponies were leaving. Applejack was relaxing when she spots them. The mayor asks,
Where all y'all going off to? Goodness gracious.
To Canterlot, one of us is about to be reassigned.
Scott said with a nod, keeping the true reason a secret. Applejack nods. She glances at the team leaving, then bucks some apples right at Joe, making her yelp in pain. She glares at the Earth pony, who whistles innocently. and that one was for the road.
So it was a road apple. I get it.
Yeah. It took a long train ride to Canterlot, but the team had arrived. The ground and earth ponies head to the castle where the royal guards led them to the throne room. Chris and Discord are waiting for them, with the host holding a tray of cupcakes.
Oh yeah, Flash is here. The team.
Oh my god, I forgot about Flash Sentry.
So did Twilight.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Flash Sentry comments as he leads the team inside. The Pegasus knows of Chris's presence, but was asked by the princess to keep him a secret. He then leads them to their fate. Okay, it's time. It's now time for the second elimination, or first, whatever. Now then, the princesses have checked all the video footage so far and made their decision. Chris said while holding up the tray. Now then, this time there will be cupcakes. You know the drill. When you're given a cupcake, you will be allowed to resume your game. If there's no cupcake for you, your game is over and you do not come back. Ever.
Indeed. Now, time we turn things over to Tia and Looney.
Discord chuckles a bit. Celestia and Luna came in through another door before stopping near Chris.
Ahem. We have checked the footage and made our decision.
Celestia said sternly, while Luna uses magic to make the choice list float up.
When we call your name, come and pick up your cupcake.
The ponies / team players wait anxiously to see who is safe and who is not. Luna spoke.
Lindsay.
Lindsay smiles as she comes forward and takes a cupcake from Chris, chowing down on it.
Owen.
Yeah! Owen laughs as he came over and grabs his cupcake, swallowing it, wrapper and all.
Brick.
Celestia calls out the name. Brick nods as he came over to get his own cupcake. Only 5 team players left.
Ezekiel. Wait, really? Alright, eh?
Ezekiel laughs as he gallops over, grabbing his own cupcake.
For once I wasn't eliminated first.
Yeah, what a surprise, Chris remarks dryly, hiding his disappointment. He wanted Ezekiel to be gone early, just like in seasons 1 and 3. Only 4 team players left. Celestia pauses a bit as she spoke.
Justin.
The handsome stallion grins as he came over to get his own cupcake.
Eva. Good.
Good.
Eva remarked, nodding as she came over to get her own cupcake from Chris. Now that only leaves the troublemakers.
Lightning.
Luna announces. Lightning grins as he gallops and grabs the second to last cupcake. Okay, one more cupcake left. Scott, gotta say, you led your team badly and did some major damages, Chris said sternly to Scott, who looks a bit worried. Joe, harassing a little filly, getting on her parents' and grandmother's bad side. Not a cool idea.
Normally we'd eliminate you both, but since we can only eliminate one player from this team and we did one already, we must take out only one of you.
Luna said sternly, making Scott and Joe frown.
The final cupcake of the night goes to...
Pause as the team players wait anxiously to see who gets the final cupcake and who gets eliminated. Celestia paused a bit, and then...
Scott.
Celestia said, making the final choice.
Yes, get fucked, Joe.
Scott laughs eagerly as he got up and gallops over, grabbing his final cupcake. Joe groans angrily.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bad enough I was kicked out after lightning the last season. Now I'm so angry I can't even talk. Now it was early this time. Who's saying that?
Is that supposed to be
That's
me?
Chris. That's Chris.
Question: is the chapter almost over?
Yes.
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 Actually,
Yeah,
yes.
we're pretty close.
Alright, because I need to get food, so I'm just gonna stop it here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're fine. You're fine.
All right. All right, fine. We'll just assume this is Chris. You made your grave when you made threats in the confessionals and tried to sabotage the game. Now sleep in it.
Fine. How are you gonna send me off this time, McLean? Doc, catapult, the big toilet.
Actually, no. We got something even more fun for us called the Suckogon. Okay,
What?
Okay.
Chris said
I
with a
kinda
mischievous
want to.
smile as Discord appears behind Joe. My buddy Discord will demonstrate. Discord smirks as he snaps his fingers, making a big black hole appear. Joe yelps as she tries to fly against the vacuum, trying to suck her in.
I'll make you sleep in it when I get that black-furred brat and make a goodness gracious, make a barbecue out of her for that mutant shark.
We yelled in rage.
Wow.
Celestia and Luna's magic then swirled on Joe as she changed back into her human form. The goddess of the sun exclaims sternly.
You will never again harass my family.
The alicorn fires a blast at Joe, sending her right into the black hole and out of sight.
I see.
So she's dead now.
Yeah?
He's dead, Jim.
F. Ratioed.
Ratioed?
She got ratioed by Celestia.
Plus she fell. That really sucks.
Discord laughs a bit as he made the black hole disappear. The remaining players of the Ground and Earth ponies shudder a bit, making a point to never tick off Celestia like that.
Oh yes, and Chris almost forgot.
Scott yelps as Chris throws a familiar boot at him, making him yelp redundantly. Luna comments,
Chris was going to give that to Joe earlier, but he forgot. So you gotta wear that all day in your place tomorrow.
Scott groans as he reluctantly put the boot onto one of his hooves. Chris smiles to the camera as he speaks. And thus, another elimination has been done. With 38 players still remaining, which team players will face the wrath of the princesses? What other secrets are in store? And will Scott ever smell the same? Find out as we continue our game of... As he speaks the final lines, the camera pulls away from him before ending outside of Canterlot. Total drama Equestria!
Except actually,
Except not really.
yeah.
We see clips of the next episode never to come. An announcer's voice is heard. On the next episode of Total Drama Equestria, some players are hunting for statues, while the others get into a bit of mischief. What's the deal with those hidden pages, and what kind of crazy challenge is Chris pulling on them now? Find out on the next episode. Find out next time on the next episode of Total Drama Equestria. You're going to miss it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry guys,
yeah,
but
nah,
the show's
nah.
kind of getting cancelled.
Oh man,
Yeah.
we got Woody's Roundup.
So what? Okay.
Yeah, so,
What? What? Okay.
No, I don't have final thoughts. I have to eat. So.
Well, I mean, there's the office note.
Okay, hold on, I got this. Okay, Blanley and Joe. Wait, honestly, it's author apostrophe S. Which author wrote this? Okay, Blanley and Joe are now out of the game. Who will go next? We will never find out. Find out in the next episode coming soon. Read, review, and suggest. This chapter has references to various episodes and fan fictions of the series, MLP, as well as the Total Drama series. References to Monsters University and Married with Children were also made. Yes, we know the Married with Children part. That was great. The reason Blanley was basically tricked out of the game was because in game we had no story for her. Out of game, though, the person who reads on will see.
Yeah, except we won't.
As for
Wow.
Joe, we literally had no story for her, so we decided to take a big villain leaves first route. While she may have been big in Revenge of the Island, here we couldn't do much with her, so Joe ended up here.
So
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going now.
Well, that was fun to stick with.
Yeah, one of the
was-
references I caught to other fan fictions is Nick's.
Yeah,
Go read Past Sins instead.
I mean, like, yeah, there was a reference to cupcakes, but
Oh,
like
Several.
that's the only one I got.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
My
next, I
favorite
guess.
part was the hour-long explanation of every villain.
Oh yeah, right. The
I-
chapter
Ow-
within the
ow-
Okay.
chapter.
Hour-long explanation of every villain followed on by a bunch of summaries of other stories by previous authors, which are probably better than this.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but
And
this
then
is
just an hour of plagiarism.
yeah, I'm sorry, but this is like the worst fanfic I've read in years. I don't
This is actually pretty fucking bad.
I don't like the whole point of story time with Scrappy was not to like highlight fics that are bad like this. So I kind of feel bad about doing this, but
This was done on request for a viewer, but
I think
no.
from this point on we should, yeah, I think we mentioned it before, but we should take a look at what's recommended to us before giving it the green light, because
That was the rule to
Yeah.
begin with.
yeah,
So why
What is-
didn't you follow it?
Because the chapters were long and we were desperate for material.
I mean,
So yeah, you want to play it yourself.
yeah, I don't know.
That
Like,
makes sense, I guess, but that is your own problem.
I
yeah.
didn't say, well,
You know, yeah, I mean, we've said it all already at this point. Like, plagiarism, the story just expects you to know references, so it just kind of falls flat. It you kind of just expected to know like all these different like fanfics or whatever, and apparently it's meant to be like a sequel series to another fanfic, and it's just a complete mess. It's trying to do too many things at once. It, yeah, I screw this, dude.
I picked a great time to join.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
No,
well, I didn't. It wasn't. Pardon me. Well, I guess I'll be the devil's advocate and say what I liked.
Yeah, no, I want to hear what you guys think, because I've made it very apparent that I don't like this.
Yes,
I
you've made it
think-
very apparent.
I was so Scrappy to just be quiet when he said, "I'll say what I like."
Yeah, no, yeah, I want to hear different views on this.
Okay, well, before we got to the massive exposition dump, it was fine, I guess. I don't really think it was too much wrong with before that.
Well,
But
actually,
Then
Sorry, go
you
on.
get to the book and it's like this didn't need to be here. This didn't need to be here. Please shut up. Please shut up.
when they actually do challenges, it's fine.
Yeah, then they got to the challenge and it was like, all right, this is episode 1.
Too.
So I get how this is going to go.
Well, it was the pilot episodes.
I haven't even seen it in so long. Even I knew what it was.
Yeah, it's like, can you at least like do original scenarios and not just repeat stuff that happened in the show? Because at that point, like, why am I even like reading this? What's the point? It's just regurgitating stuff I already know.
I wouldn't care much for. Pardon me. Joey, stop pushing that story on us. Stop.
Chances are that the other challenges.
It's good
chances
though,
are the
and
other-
the sequel's
The other
amazing.
challenges are also based off of other episodes, and like that might be the point of this story, to
I-
have challenges based off the episodes. But
We don't know.
some,
Yeah,
some
that's-
people would argue, okay, that's cool. Some people would argue this is boring. It's not original.
I guess the thing is that if that's what like the other chapters are, then uh I get the thing is if the authors for this, which apparently there's multiple, wrote that in a way where it's like a remix of the actual MLP stories, then it could work. But the problem with this one is that it was basically just the episode 1 to whatever stories just point for point with like minor alterations to the point where it's just what's even the point?
Okay, so the stuff that I liked. Well, one, Chris, Discord, and the Princesses, they're pretty much perfect. They're entertaining. Even when they're providing exposition, they're like pretty entertaining. Like
Oh, that's another point. We got the story of Nightmare Moon in this one chapter like 3 times.
Yep.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Once
I
is exposition, once is plagiarism, and once I'm glad I don't remember.
yeah. I mean, one good
what
thing
did
I will say, like the characters for the most part were entertaining, so I got that out of it at least.
yes, they're all entertaining. Some of the OCs, the scenarios just need to be shorter. Is all. Like
It's just the actual story surrounding the characters that's an issue.
there hasn't been much story yet. That's kind of the thing. Exposition,
well, that's
yes,
the-
but like actual like forward plot momentum, it's just kind of been.
That's the
moving slowly.
that's the problem with it. Like we've done 5 episodes of this. We've only gone through 2 chapters, and the story's barely done anything.
Can I also point out, if you haven't watched 6 seasons of another TV show before trying to get into this, don't.
Well, I mean, that's a given, I'd say. Like,
I mean, granted, yes.
6 seasons of one of 2 shows.
Yeah, no, you don't even need to have watched a single season of My Little Pony to follow this, because it explains itself with all of that content.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
if you haven't seen any total drama like me,
Yeah, no,
or I think Harry,
yeah, no,
don't
I haven't seen it either. No, I like how it like goes over all this MLP lore, and then in the same breath it like keeps bringing up, oh, remember this thing from like season 5 or whatever, and like as if you know, like what?
okay, based off of just the name of the story, I guess it's meant to be more total drama goes to MLP land. I mean, so
Yeah,
like I don't.
yeah,
I,
that is
let,
part of the naming convention, I guess.
let me finish. Like this is why crossovers are just incredibly difficult to write, but this is
my crossover author.
is this a is this what a pardon me, is this a quote unquote equal crossover, or is this just a transplant crossover? Because it's kind of both. Like it's the story seems to be operating under the pardon me. The story seems to be operating under the convention that you're coming here for the total drama cast, which is probably why they go into such painstaking detail to explain what the MLP world is like. Because I guess they're assuming that everyone knows the total drama cast if you're reading this,
Yeah.
but you may not know like the intricate pony lore
I mean,
or the fanfic pony lore in this case.
I'll say this.
Oh no, that's the thing. They don't actually go into the lore of the fanfics that they're referencing. They only go into the lore of the show.
Yeah,
One of 2.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, they reference some of the stuff in their other pony stories, but
Yeah,
well,
that's another thing. Like
they're
this is like bringing in 3 different universes. Like there's the original My Little Pony universe that this was built off of, and then previous fanfics, and also total drama.
there's too much going on at once.
like this, what was I gonna say? You can make crossovers with your like pre-existing OCs carrying over on one side, but it's very difficult to do that.
Yeah,
I wrote.
will say
I didn't.
yeah. No, well, I do think that oh, look, this is gonna sound really mean, but with a better written story, I do think this scenario could work really well. I think like
Yeah.
with a better direction and a plot that
Less
doesn't Less characters and less meandering and just going on about nonsense that could be cut down in like a couple sentences. This could be an interesting story, but it just so much stuff bogging it down.
Okay, total drama people. How many people are usually in a season of total drama from start?
From Jump, it's the maximum is like 22. Like the first season had 22, season 2 had like 15.
Yeah, this
Mm.
this story has 40 competitors and kicks
Yeah.
out one of them.
Oh my.
Technically 2, but
That's-
Okay, so if they brought in like 15 characters, maybe got a couple from each season of the show,
Mm.
I mean that would at
And
least
the-
make. Go on.
and then like main six, Twilight, yeah, main six, Celestia and Luna, and
Maybe
then
Spike.
Chris. Spike isn't really necessary considering his position in the show itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's either scenery or he's in a Spike episode.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
What was I gonna say? I didn't. Pardon me. In theory, the large cast on the pony side, I didn't care. I didn't mind because they're in their setting. They're gonna pop up eventually. Like if Spike just says hello for one challenge, then I don't think anyone would like
No.
cry foul over that.
Yeah, I'm fine with like characters showing up just to say something.
Like, Twilight's OC family, yeah, fine. Like if they're living with her, then they're gonna show up at some point. But
Yeah. It's the problem that there's too many like main characters.
also, I'm
Yeah,
surprised
40
Spike isn't like a
competitors is a bit.
Mm.
that could work, but you just need to like play around the structure a little more. Like I don't know, like honestly, I'd probably I'd be more lenient on the story if they just broke up the chapters. It's
Yeah.
right now it's suffering from the Crash 4 problem.
Yeah, but Crash 4 is actually good though.
That's irrelevant. I'm talking about the just breaking up things. Like
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I know. Yeah.
it doesn't matter how good you posit yourself to be, bad pacing will ruin anything.
Also, someone that platinumed the game still calling it good, so you know.
Yeah, I did platinum Crash 4.
Exactly.
I'm
and
never
you're still-
doing that again.
You're never doing it again, but you're still calling the game good.
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
he's
it-
indoctrinated now.
No. This is another tangent.
Videogames.com.
So, yeah, I think that's about all I have. Can I eat now?
Yeah, I think my thoughts are done.
I don't
Dude,
have
I
anything
usually
else.
eat during these streams. Like, why didn't you?
Because
Because
he's
I-
reading.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really, I can't
Because
really eat.
Scrappy gets lines.
I can't really eat and read at the same time.
So,
Sure you can. Just with your mouth.
goodness gracious. So if everyone is done, that is all for now. Our apologies to the authors and Gary, but
Please don't kill us.
due to the just lack of what's the word? Due to this story structure not being cohesive to the format of story time with Scrappy and friends, we will have to cease reading it on air from here on out.
Are we all in agreement on that? First
Also
off,
with some
I got
direct
them.
content as well.
yeah. Before we move on, are we all in agreement of that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
Just like to point out as well, another reason is some of the content that's in the book that we have edited on the fly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does
like
get
I've
get edgy.
I've read outdated material before with varying degrees of papering over,
Mm.
and I don't like having to do that. So that is at least probably aside
Thing
from
is-
like
The thing is, in 2 chapters, we've had to do it several times.
so
And
aside
in
from
other stories, it's been once or twice.
So aside from length, that may be unfortunately the biggest mark against this. So yes, this chapter 2 will be the last one we read on air. So I guess
Another
that
thing,
leads
what year did this come out? Not that's relevant to my previous statement.
2013.
Oh, wow,
2013.
okay.
Okay.
Was season 4 really 2013?
So,
It premiered 2013.
Jeez.
so if I can say, we appreciate the authors and what they did. We hope they went on to make better content, but this just isn't good, and I personally don't even think it was good for the time.
What was I gonna say? I don't know. I think two of the authors just kind of parted ways with the third, so who knows what they're doing now.
Yeah.
Honestly, during the exposition dump, when they were mentioning some of their own stories, I was like, these could have potential. Like, I might check in on them at some point. Like,
Yeah,
Spike.
the original stories that are based in the setting, that makes those sound okay.
So,
Like Spike and his edgy OC brother, screw it. That sounds interesting. I might look into that someday.
Yeah,
A Spike story.
Yeah. Gotta say, like, it's been years since I've like talked about MLP anything. So this is, I guess it's
Me
been,
too.
yeah. I guess it's been refreshing in that way. I guess I don't know.
So,
This has been one hell of an emotional trip for me. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'm. You're welcome, and I'm sorry. I guess I don't know.
Oh shit, this is actually up on Film Fiction. Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
well, the one I linked.
Yeah, the one when I was going on my tangent, yeah, Joey linked a story that has been talking about for probably over a year now on story time.
Joey, I've actually seen that one.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
I don't know, I didn't read it.
Anyway,
Yeah. No.
Okay,
Yeah. This is. Yeah.
the sequel is way better than this, if I remember correctly.
I do remember when I used
But
to.
the sequel is like so fucking long.
No, I do remember a time when I pretty much only used like film fiction.
Say it, but me too.
what was I gonna say?
Wasn't that
Also,
a
So-
time?
20 chapters long. It's more like 14 chapters long, but there's like Q and A's and links in the freaking chapter list.
What was I gonna say? So yes, we will to Gary and anyone else who I guess was following this. If you were interested, if you wanted to see us do the rest of this on air, we apologize, but we will leave a link to the rest of the story in the description below so that you may continue it at your leisure. Just remember, it's a story written in 2013.
Yeah, and I again, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to be reading a story where we're just actively not having fun.
We were
I was
having
entertained
more
at
fun.
points.
We were having more fun riffing on it in real time, and I will admit, right, the smash cuts into the
Confession.
confessions. Yep,
Mhm.
those were pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
those had good timing on them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the confession cams are always like the best part of told drama. But what was I gonna say?
Oh my god. Chapter 14 is 54,000 words long.
Have
What
I ever
in-
written something that long?
What in Total Drama Equestria? Oh my god.
And 21 is 55,000.
Why?
We could do this for a charity stream.
No. I
Fucking endurance fan fiction.
I'd
reading.
rather drink bleach.
You would rather
know-
drink a You would rather drink a liquefied Pardon me. Gosh darn it! You would rather drink a liquefied version of the Bleach manga? Man, you're a brave person, Harry.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Bleach
So-
is probably better entertainment than this, not gonna lie.
So, what was I gonna say? Okay, so what we will be doing next is a toss-up. First of all, Harrison is going on
Hi.
vacation for like the next 2 weeks, so unless he passes the keys along to someone else's stream, we'll probably be on break for a while. So,
Oh yeah, no, because I'm going to be on the holiday at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're not. And unless we like come in and like stream on our phones or something, it's not gonna work.
What, do you guys like not have phones?
so whenever
No,
we
I'm not setting up that bullshit.
No, and that would be stupid.
whenever we return, I
And I
don't
don't-
know. We will likely continue Future Mario Brothers because we're halfway through of that story.
I'm actually having fun with that one, so that'll be good.
Yeah, that's actually a good fan fiction.
If nothing else, I have now probably broken Tanner so physically, emotionally, and mentally that he will actually be nice when we read something I wrote again.
Yeah, and I'll be sure to find more fics featuring a bunch of girls because Scrappy really likes doing that.
Piss off. So,
Yo.
I'm going to go out of my way to find an all-male cast fan fiction for us to read.
Okay.
what was I
Oh
gonna
my
say?
god, I forgot how much I hate it. I forgot how much I hated this reply system. Oh my god.
Oh
What was I
wait,
going to
what
say?
on FimFiction or
Yeah, on FimFiction.
oh
So we either return to Future Mario Brothers or pull out that old Scooby-Doo story that we have on deck
yeah.
that we pull out for emergencies. And maybe in 2 weeks' time, I'll actually have something written. No,
You're
that's a
still
good
trying
joke.
to do that Love Life Sunshine thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have the. Pardon.
speaking of which, actually, the Yoshiko and Hanamaru story is finished now. So I mean, we have that we could do.
How long is it? I need
Compared to
something short.
compared to this, it's not long at all.
How long is
let,
it?
let me hold on.
I mean, I know there's one fiction that's half a word long.
Oh gosh darn it, not that again.
Oh no! What was it like?
You
Soup?
can't write a fan fiction in half a word.
Someone fucking did it. No, when we actually went back to look for it, I think someone actually made the fan fiction, but they had like the first three letters
Okay,
of a character's name.
it's
No, hang on. Here's the best fan fiction, and technically it's plagiarism. No!
okay. It's 10 chapters long and there's 22,000 words.
Okay, so that's shorter than one of at least two of the chapters in this story. Okay.
Yeah, it's really not very long at all.
I will look into it over time. My God.
There is like one chapter that's a little bit risque, but we can probably like skip or like dance around a bit of it.
All right, you know what? Let me actually do my job and vet it before we put it on there.
I'll
So-
send it to you.
You guys will never do my one story. I've requested.
I'll just post it in here real quick.
So what was I going to say? So, Future Mario Brothers will likely be the next story we read on story time, but I mean, that's probably not happening for a while. I don't even know when Tan is going to show up again. And then after that is a toss-up. Hopefully, I'll have my Love Lives thing updated, and I guess I can try and pull people back for that. But I have to track down Savior.
Hmm.
Because I'm going to return for gameplay.
Well, we're
I might-
happy.
Sorry.
Go on. Go on.
Maybe finish.
We're happy that you enjoyed yourself to some degree and that you're willing to come back.
And I'd be better to come back for a different story.
I mean, if I'm
God.
available, then and you guys want to do like another Love Life fan fiction or something like that, and Jason's not available, I could potentially stream for that, but you'd be delayed on to when I finally got home if it was possible.
Yeah.
Well, that's not happening for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He's going to be busy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking like this is going to be a in 3 week thing, if necessary.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I just
thank you.
feel really bad that this is like what Raider and Jason and Ped. Well, it's not like
Raideran and Ped came in earlier. They read
yeah,
like, the
yeah,
Toho
but
stuff.
yeah, but this is like one of the first things you guys like joined for.
The
No, wait,
first two things I was here for were Toho fan fictions.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
no,
true.
wait, actually, wasn't he here for a Star Wars one?
No.
No,
You sure?
I don't
Yes,
remember that.
we're very sure. The people
I thought
who
I tried to do Chewbacca sounds.
Xavier
came-
did Chewbacca sounds.
let me put it this way: the new guys came for the fan fiction readings, and they stayed for the what the fuck even is Joe.
Sounds about right. So, yeah, that's about all I have. So we're reading Future Mario Brothers in like sometime this month, maybe. Unless Harry gives me like his Twitch code or something.
Well, I mean, well, you'd have to be able to stream something.
Can I make Lewis do it?
I mean, technically, you can stream a still image that says
What?
story time with Scrappy.
I
do
mean, you
that.
couldn't even.
Pretty sure Twitch will get. I'm pretty sure Twitch will get on you for keeping it on a still image.
We
No,
did it
Either
before.
that or it's YouTube.
Dude, no, it's called the just chatting section. You're allowed to do it. You're allowed to do podcasts. Actually, there's a
Oh.
full-on freaking section on Twitch called podcasts.
Hmm.
If that's still there.
Probably.
Uh,
Wow.
So
I
It
mean,
might be
Lewis
just
wouldn't.
just chat.
Lewis wouldn't even be able to help because he's on vacation with us.
let's make Maddie do it.
Let's just
Yeah,
go.
Maddie doing anything. Nice.
Let's just go down the list. It'll be Nova's grand comeback.
No, it's fine. We'll get Katie into stream.
I mean,
No, it'll be
where's Katie? It's
Sabletooth.
been a while. Sabletooth is probably going to be doing stuff like for like the first half of June, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. Stuff will happen. Maybe. Things will be read. No. Words will be stumbled over. Yes.
Tune in
And
tomorrow for the first episode of the Other Podcast.
Yeah, I mean, if I shameless plug for me, I guess, but if I'm feeling up to it, I might stream more Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. So,
Matt's
yeah.
pissed. So that's about all I have for now. Thank you everyone for story time with Scrappy and friends. Have a good night and please enjoy Pride Month.
Bye-bye.
I was kidding about the other podcast happening tomorrow. We still don't have a topic or a date set for an episode of that.
Okay, bye.